How you guys doing? Barehanded Killer. Well, times are rough. Things are changing. You know, as we transition from the virus limitations to being a little bit more open, I'm happy that we can actually go to some restaurants and enjoy some socialization. Even with a distance, it's still nice. These times that we just went through put enormous amount of stress on us, on our families, on our society at large. So there's a couple of things that I want to suggest that might help you guys. One of the things that I do when I'm under extreme stress is I find a happy place to go to. No, this is not Happy Gilmore happy place, but it's almost close. So I find a complete happy moment of my life in the past. This is the one that I always used. Is the first time I flew solo back home for the Air Force. It was the most freeing, the most empowering thing I think I have done in my life. It was probably like a 12-minute flight. All I did was take off and manage to land an aircraft by myself after 12 hours of instruction, and it was unbelievably powerful in my life, and I could still close my eyes and feel how wonderful it felt to be in that airplane. So when I'm under extreme stress, extreme hardship, I close my eyes for a couple of seconds. I go back to my cockpit. I think about how wonderful it was to be in that cockpit. I smell the air. I feel the wind blowing inside the cockpit. All my senses are there. I take myself back to that time, and I sit in the cockpit and feel the happiness. And that normally does the trick 9 out of 10. Okay, 9 out of 10, and 1 out of 10, you know, I'm just not allowing myself to get there 100%. And this normally takes about 10 seconds. Okay, this is an extreme hardship, extreme stress. Normally, I will just take a deep breath and I apply 5 of 5 rule. Is it this whatever giving me stress, is it gonna make a difference in my life 5 years later? No, then don't spend more than 5 minutes on it. Suck it, throw it down, right? We'll let the department know. When it gets extreme, it becomes a little bit more difficult, so I take myself to the happy place, and for like 10-15 seconds, I just feel that happiness, get rid of all the negativity, all the stress, everything that I'm dealing with that current moment, and it does wonders. You might be in a situation, because we are coming out of some really hardship times. We haven't worked in months. We are going to go to our jobs, hopefully, or we are going to start new jobs, and we are in a different setting. Everything is stressful. You don't know, you start in a job that you never done before. You don't know the people you're working with. Anything and everything that just adds up. If you need to, this is what I do. I go to the bathroom, close the door, lock that door, start screaming, cussing, kicking the doors, whatever you gotta do. You got 5 minutes, always 5 minutes. 5 is a magic number in life. 5 minutes, allow yourself to get that out, okay? Wash your hands, wash your face, don't be nasty, wash your hands. Let that build up out, and then once you open that bathroom door, leave everything inside. You come out like you're the new person, like you're ready to handle whatever is thrown at you. This is life. It's unpredictable. The constant in life is a freaking change. Change is not welcome. Change is scary. Change is not cool. We don't want to change. We want the same old things that we do because it's safe, because it doesn't scare us because there's no variables that you didn't think of that you're going to come and attack you from one point. You feel defensive, so you just stick to the old routine, which is okay. But at one point, you're going to have to get out of your shell that you keep building around you, and you have to put yourself out there. I'll give you one example. I knew I wasn't going to be happy in Turkey. I was 20 years old. I grabbed my balls, put them on my backpack, came to the United States, barely speak the language. You know what? I said, this is the place that I can be free. This is the place that I can be me. I don't know anybody. I have one friend in the entire country. So it was hard times. I worked. I'll give you just a little bit of an idea how much I was working. I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning. At 5:30, I was at the construction site from 5:30, between 5 and 5:30, depending on the day. I worked all the way to 4 o'clock in the afternoon in construction. This is Utah, winter time. It snows like freaking hell. It's cold, right? I get off work at 4, get home, eat something, change my clothes, go wash dishes from 5 o'clock to midnight almost every fucking day. Especially on the weekends was the hardest because you stayed open until 1 o'clock, at least closing up the restaurant, so you get 3-4 hours of sleep. But if I didn't make those steps, if I just got scared, you know what, this change is not good. It's scary. This is a different place, different culture, different people, different freaking language. Everything is doggone different. If I didn't believe in myself to take that leap of faith, I would have been the same guy back in Turkey doing the same thing what the Turkish people do. It wouldn't be the barehanded killer. So in one time in your life, you're going to have to make that jump. You're going to have to grab your balls, put it in your backpack, and go do something that you're not comfortable with. How? Very simple. You give your 110% at all times. Okay? I'm a hero to my kids. I'm a hero to a lot of people. But they all know my superpower is not to throw a web like Spider-Man, is not like to fly like a freaking Superman. My superpower is my heart is this big, and I will work my ass off to whatever I set my mind into it. That doesn't necessarily translate into I will succeed. No, there's a lot of endeavors I attempted. It didn't result in what I wanted to. As long as you give 110%, when you go to sleep at night, you're at peace with yourself. You give all you got, and it wasn't meant to be. God didn't want you to take that path. If He didn't want you to take that path, He'll give you another path. Don't you worry. But as long as you keep your, 1, heart clean, 2, put in that 110% work. The rest is just bullshit. You put in the work, keep your heart clean. Trust me, all kinds of doors open to you. There are things happened. There are people that accuse me of things. You know what? If God closes one door, it'll open up a bigger one because 1, my heart is clean, and you guys know what kind of a person I am from the messages I'm trying to get you guys. The message is always clear. Keep your heart clean. Don't expect anything. Give 110%. You believe in God, you don't believe in God, it doesn't matter. Whatever you believe in, even if you don't believe in anything, that's still believing in something. Keep your heart clean. Get the hate and anger out of it. Put 110%. There's nothing you cannot achieve. Nothing. If your achievement is to get that specific job title, you might not become a CCO, okay? You might become a CEO. Don't ask me what the hell those means. I don't know. I watch them in the commercials. You know, there are things you're going to achieve. There are things that you're not going to achieve. They're going to teach you things. So everything that you do in life is a learning experience. They're not failures. Watch this. We all seen a little kid trying to walk, right? learn how to walk. If you don't have kids, you've seen somebody else's kids. Did that kid fall on his ass millions of times, fall on his face millions of times, hold on to every possible object around himself or herself to learn to walk? Yes. Did he fail? No. Did he fall on his ass millions of times? Yes. We fall. That is one way that we learn things. By our accomplishment. You managed to sit on your ass, didn't you? It wasn't your face this time. That's an accomplishment. You grab with one arm that they taught you need two arms. That's an accomplishment. There's nothing called a failure. There is only one failure in life, is that you don't get your ass up and go do what you want to do. That's a failure. You get up, keep your heart clean, give 110%. Guess what? You, at the minimum, you will learn from that experience, if not achieve it. What is there to lose? Anxiety. You're going to lose that anxiety of, am I going to be good enough? Am I going to be liked? Am I going to succeed? Ain't nobody got that time to sit there and think, oh, you know what? Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I don't know that skill that much. And maybe my boss won't like me. Maybe my coworkers won't like me. They can freaking suck it for all you care. You get up there, give 110% and keep your heart clean. Trust me, there's no employer that wouldn't love to have you. It's difficult to keep your heart clean at times. Trust me, especially when somebody does you wrong. I've been done wrong a lot of times in my life, and sometimes it makes me cry. It creates so much resentment and anger, but I let it go. Because if you keep it inside, it's only going to damage you and nobody else. Why are you trying to damage yourself? I mean, if you want, you can come and, to me, I will hit you with a hammer. I will do a better job, right? So keep your heart clean. Give 110%. There's nothing you can do. We are all given the three most beautiful things by God, okay? We are given mind, body, and soul. He gave us soul to love. Love one another. You might not be the same color. You might not be the same religion. You might not be the same culture. Me and you, the phone goes off. I have an accent and I'm originally from somewhere else. So my ideas, values are different than yours. That doesn't mean we can't love one another, okay? That's why the God gave us soul. He gave us minds to keep doing the right thing when nobody's looking. Your mind and soul, as long as they're clean, you will achieve whatever. God gave us bodies to do whatever we want. Nobody is perfect. Nobody was created perfect. Examples. The Superman at my era. Man was playing a sport. He fell and broke his neck and he was quadriplegic for the rest of his life. That man looked at the people on 6 feet under and said, God, thank you for giving me a body that at least functions this much. My lower back is shot, my knees are shot. I look at the quadriplegic person and say, you know what, God, thank you for giving me whatever you gave me, even it's pain, it's better than being on the chair, so I'm going to be grateful for what you've given me. Okay? The people who have absolutely no issues with their bodies, God gave you a perfect body. Utilize it. Don't sit on your ass. Get up. Go put in the work. So you, at any time, at any disability level, at any time, you have things to be grateful for. I love my dog. My dog is not here. Archie has been on a emotional support journey for a young lady that he needs him more than I do. I do miss him, but you know what? Love one another. I knew this person for 3 days before I said, have Archie. And Archie been gone for 2 months now because she needed it more than I do. Doesn't matter who you are, As long as I see your heart clean, you can come and have anything of mine. I don't have much, but whatever is mine can be yours. That's all right. Because my heart is clean, because somebody is watching. You know how you guys ask me who took my fire starter? I wouldn't give a less crap about who took it, what happened to it. He was watching. You know what? If somebody took it, he'll do something about it. If nothing happened, some magically disappeared, he'll do something about it. My heart is clean. I won't even keep any doubt in my heart for that. So keep your heart clean. Get up and put in 100% of the work. You will achieve anything. You have everything that you need. You always have everything that you need to succeed, but you doubt yourself. Stop doubting yourself. It's time to get up. It's time to take action. It's time to be you and show everybody what you are capable of, because you are worth it. Tim Blend, out.